Hello, everyone, and welcome on into Monday Night Football here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex 2. It's the 5-4-1 Oakland Raiders taking on the 5-5 Kansas City Chiefs. The tie has the Raiders in the playoffs. The Chiefs trail by basically that tie. The Chiefs beat the Raiders back in Week 7, 31-21. And as I've been mentioning all weekend long, the AFC North and the NFC South are causing absolute clusters with the playoff positioning. Rod Woodson has a couple interceptions to go along with 39 tackles. He is your Oakland Raiders highlight player. Monday Night Football here as Marshall Faulk is playing for Kansas City. Welcome on in. Thanks for watching.
Captain, what's your choice?
If you'd like more every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, new NFL Fever 2004 going live here on the channel. Or posting on the channel, I should say.
It is heads.
It is heads.
The home team won the toss and elects to receive.
So the home team will receive. That'll be the Kansas City Chiefs. That tie is really benefiting the Raiders, as we have a rainy Monday night game. He will return it from deep in his own end zone and spins out of that tackle, actually. I thought he was going to get kind of rocked by the first guy that saw him. Chiefs get set up at the 24-yard line. As Byron Leftwich rips it toward the sideline, has a man, and he is going to get up to the 45-yard line. Nice find. There's something about Byron Leftwich that looks just so large in this game. He looks like his character got like a giant mode enabled. Everybody else around him looks so tiny. It's a really nice find toward the sideline. Byron Leftwich, Marshall Faulk, Mike Allstott, Wayne Corbett, Bubba Franks. As we take a look at the offensive line. From the 45, an offset I formation, they will go with Mike Allstott, try to find a little bit of room on the ground. Raiders read it well. It'll be a loss of 1. Rod Woodson. Joey Porter. A couple of recognizable names there for me on the defensive side for Oakland. It'll be 1 rush for no yards, but a 2nd and 11 following the rush. Leftwich steps back, fires, and that's, that was almost intercepted. I don't know that the receiver knew the ball was coming to him. The defender reacted really nicely towards it. Tried to get the diving pick, but comes up empty-handed. Nice break for Kansas City, 3rd down and 11. Leftwich dropping back again, fires over the head, of the intended target. And there was one nice play and then a whole lot of nothing for Kansas City. They will punt the ball away at a 4th and 11. We've had some odd angles from the punters today, as that'll slide into the end zone. Ideally, you want to kick that into the corner, but for whatever reason, we keep seeing punters leave it a little too in the middle of the field. It's like when I'm trying to throw like a slider, and it's like, well, that caught all the plate, huh?
Play ball, D. You're going to find out the meaning of pain. Set.
So 1st and 10. A little bit of a early version of a rub route, it looked like.
Pass complete to Beck. He gained 4 yards.
Creates a nice, easy 4-yard gain. I believe it is Rich Gannon. Here's the run to the right side. Oh, he's got to stay on the outside a little more.
8 on the carry. He picked up 4 yards.
Third down and 2. Throws near side. Intercepted. I don't know how that ball got intercepted. Oh, and he is up. He did not get touched. He's up and inside the 25. Dwayne Washington. We might have to go to an actual, like, us replay. See if we can see it here. Oh, okay. It's a nice diving interception. We don't really need the replay. I thought he was closer to the ground when he came up with it. That's a nice job on a 3rd down and 2 to take the ball away. And give your team terrific field position at the 23-yard line. Somehow he didn't get touched and marked down right where he intercepted the ball. He was able to get up and pick up like 15 yards, which is wild. Throw to the outside. We saw that with Green Bay in the Sunday night game a lot. It did not work, and it does not work here. It's a loss of 5 to the 28. Leftwich dropping back. Oh, a sliding catch, a fumble that's recovered by the offense. We saw that in the Jets-Jags game. Wow. Kansas City getting kind of lucky here early. It was a weird sliding catch. I don't think he needed to do it, but... And then he fumbles. The offense recovers. It's 3rd down and 5 from the 18. Missed opportunity for the Raiders, perhaps. What a good opportunity for them to at least limit it, or limit the damage, I should say. Leftwich will hand off. Number 92 can't get there. Stiff arm. Finally taken down by the 3rd guy that gets there. They really struggled. They'll pick up a net gain of 3 yards. What a just an awful drive. The kick is up and the field goal is good. Chris Brown knocks it through from 36. So the Chiefs make the Raiders pay to the tune of 3 points. 2 rushes for -1 yard, 3 for 5 for 24 yards. And the kick will go toward the corner. The return will start at the 6. There's a Kansas City Chief already down on the ground. Oh, we needed to break it left. Really needed to break that left. Rich Gannon, Curtis Martin, Jerry Rice, Brett McKinney. I thought that was going to be Brett McKinney. I was about to make a Flight of the Conchords reference. First and 10, single back set past the 30. At the 31, they'll probably call it the 32. Runs right into his own offensive lineman, but still able to pick up a good chunk. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 35. from the shotgun. 2nd and 6 over the middle. It is caught. Depending on which arm he had it in, they're going to give him the first down. It looked like it was going to be short if it was in the right arm, or it would have been good for the left arm. Rich Gannon's going to go down. Kansas City brought extra pressure. The defense gets there. Minimal problem, and that's a big sack. They brought 2 extra rushers to confuse the offensive line. We take a look at the starting defense. Second down and 16.
You know I'm gonna get my revenge. Swarm the ball. Don't give him anything, D.
Gannon drops back and throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. That might be a first down as well. It is. Kansas City keep up the pressure on the previous down. They get the sack, but they cannot back it up with a good defensive play on the next play. So we have a fresh set of downs. Gannon's only incompletion is the interception, and it was a pretty athletic interception at that. There is a throw, or a pitch, excuse me, to the outside. Again, he stays. If he stays to the outside and tries to turn the corner late, it could be a big gain, but not a terrible gain for what it was. Just a little annoying. Kansas City does lead this game 3-0. And that is because of the Rich Gannon interception. Second quarter starting now. Run right up the middle. Ooh, makes a couple of defenders miss. Breaks out of a tackle and gets taken down finally at the 16-yard line. Raiders with a nice drive here, pushing this Kansas City defense. They're all the way down to the 17-yard line. Oakland getting the tie in the opening week of the season has. I've been so curious to see how that is going to affect like the playoff standings and the races for the playoffs and everything. And right now, because of that tie, they are in. Second down and 5. Gannon drops back, throws, finds a receiver, and it is complete. James Thrash.
That's a touchdown.
Nice 10-yard gain there for a touchdown. I guess it's technically not a... That is a gain, but not in the traditional sense. Not much of a better way to start than picking up your first reception and a touchdown on the same go. And it's a nice throw by Gannon. So often we see those defenders undercut those routes, but he gets the ball enough air under it to get it to the receiver toward the back of the end zone. The extra point is up, the extra point is good, and it is 7-3 Raiders.
Let's set the tone here.
From the bottom of the S on the Chiefs logo. Ooh, he's going to take it and go left. He got taken down by his shoestrings. I thought he'd be able to pull away from that tackle. I was getting excited for a big return, but instead it's just a very nice return. 81 with a diving effort to get him down right around the 30. It's about a 35-yard return or so.
Take no prisoners! In!
So 1st and 10 for Leftwich and the Kansas City offense. They will try a run play to the far side. And there is no room to work there. So Raiders defense has been very good. The only 3 points are off the interception that was basically a field position situation. And they're going to make a nice play right there as he goes over the middle. Woodson picks up the interception, and that'll put a quick stop to that Kansas City drive. They really, the Oakland defense has only given up the 121-yard pass or whatever it was, and that's about it. Even the field goal, they gained 3 yards. So 1st and 10, we might have an offsides here.
Encroachment against the defense.
We have an encroachment, so it'll be 1st and 5 at the Kansas City 39. So kind of a bad break there. Kansas City throws the interception, then the defense commits an infraction. It's 5 free yards for this Raiders offense. Pitching to the outside, and
He gained 2 yards.
picks up 2. 2nd down and 3. Gannon over the middle finds a completion down to the 25-yard line.
Pass complete to Beck. He picked up 4 yards.
On the flip side, we talk about Kansas City's limited offensive output. The Raiders have been very efficient. Gannon still only, I believe, has the 1 incomplete pass, and it is just the interception. They'll kick into a bit more of a hurry up. Working with a little bit of motion. Quick snap. Gannon steps up. Stiff arms a defender. He is free and clear. Green in front of him, and a touchdown. Rich Gannon. A 24-yard run. There was one defender who was going to try and get him down, and he got absolutely annihilated by Rich Gannon. Take a look at it on the replay, just right up the middle. Stiff arm on number 60. Gonna need a little help with the ego on that one. So they make sure to make him pay. Yeah, Gannon 5 for 6. 42 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. As the kick is up, and the kick is good. Kansas City. Or excuse me, I should phrase it in the positive. Oakland leads 14-3. Oh, and it's a bobbled return here. A little bit of a disaster. He spins. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How did that start? How did that start end up in this result? The kick could be. He could. The 10. The 5. Oh, he's just short. A 93-yard return. That's exactly what Kansas City needs. I can't believe he got it all the way back. This started with a muffed return. I can't believe we got the worst angle we've ever had for a kickoff return. But I guess that little bit of a delay created enough chaos. They just weren't able to hold the blocks long enough. Shout out to the kicking tee on the ground. That's what Kansas City needs. They need big plays here. They can... I don't know that you need points here. The Oakland is going to get the second half kickoff. That's what I was trying to think of. You're going to go with a run met in the backfield, and he'll be tackled for a minimal gain or loss. That should take us to the 2-minute warning easily. 14-3.
That's the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming all day.
Leftwich takes the snap, drops back, throws into the end zone, caught, touchdown. Marshall Falk, his second reception of the day. Somehow, because he had a loss of yards. I was like, how does he only have 2 yards? That was like a 7-yard touchdown catch. Well, because he probably lost yards earlier, Sean. Touchdown, Chiefs. I think it's hard to... I think it can be hard to overstate how important that kickoff return was. This game felt like it was really starting to teeter into like disaster territory for Kansas City. They needed to come up with something. I actually love a 2-point conversion try here. Cut this to a 3-point deficit. Leftwich drops back, throws near side. It is caught and it is good. It is 14-11, Kansas City. Cuts into that lead with 8 on that drive. That kickoff return is so important. This Kansas City offense is not really doing anything, so the special teams or the defense, which the defense already has, they came up with the interception. They gave them a short field. If you're the Raiders, I feel like you just have to make sure that they don't have to travel, or you have to make sure that they have to travel longer than about 20 yards. That's what they can do. Here's a return from the 5. And it'll be out to the 31-yard line.
Was the kick returner. That return covered 23 yards.
There's a throw to the near sideline.
Pass complete to Rice. That was a gain of 6 yards.
Throws to the near side. It's caught. Beats both defenders. Oh my gosh, he's still on his feet. He's still going inside the 25. What? What happened there?
Got 39 yards.
Wow. I believe that. Yeah, that's Jerry Rice. Oh, Jerry Rice is number 80? Man, there's some good receivers wearing number 80, huh? I forgot about Jerry Rice. Of course, I don't really like San Francisco all that much, so that makes sense. 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Gannon with a big completion, and he is staying in the air. He's going to get dragged out of bounds. Man, Kansas City did all that work, kind of. Under center, 55 seconds to go. It's a 2nd down and 2. Gannon drops back. With a defender at his feet, fires over the middle. It is complete. Gannon, his only miss is that athletic interception. That's it. Clock is ticking down to 30 seconds. There's a pitch to the outside. Breaks the tackle and in for the touchdown. Curtis Martin breaks the plane. And that, I mean, you want to talk about how important that kickoff return is for Kansas City. That's a huge drive for Oakland. go right back down the field. Easy, not easy, but nice, clean completions. A broken tackle by Jerry Rice on the big second pass there. Find good chunk plays, pay it off with a run, and establish that lead back to 9 or 10 now with that extra point. Going into the break, they have a chance to double dip. And with how odd this Kansas City offense has played, that could be, I mean, that could be a game. That could be the game. It's a little early to make that remark. But Kansas City has to show us that they can drive further than about 20 yards. From the bottom of the C, because they got it all the way down to the 14 or whatever it was. No, they got it closer than that. It was like a 7-yard, whatever it was. It was inside the 20, right? You take the interception. That was in field goal territory or field goal range. They only get 3 yards on that. Their big play is a 21-yard pass. They have done very little since then. "22 seconds. Leftwich has to be careful. We saw this at the end of the first half in that 49ers-Packers game. The bad interception that immediately lost them 3 points, as this, I believe, is Bubba Franks. He is off and running. Hustling his caboose down the line. That is a real good pass for Leftwich. Yeah, it's Franks. For some reason I thought that said Thomas, and I was like, that's not right. Oh, they're going to go for the field goal with 10 seconds left. Okay. This game does err on the side of caution. The kick is up. The kick is good. I didn't even think about them kicking a field goal immediately. I completely lost track of that thought process. I also wasn't sure. That actually comes more back to the fact that I don't know where their field goal range is, but kick is up. Kick is good. Oh, I guess it was only 42. I thought they were maybe another 10 yards further back. Okay. No, there we go.
Watch the clip. Watch the clip.
So with 5 seconds remaining, the lead is cut to 7. 21-14. Kansas City got to 14 a weird way. 2 field goals, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. The Raiders will have some time left. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, or they just have 7 seconds left already, because I think that clock is, I forget that clock is set, and then when it does the replay, it just pulls whatever time is still on it. It's not giving you an accurate, oh, it's 1. Okay, also that. Could have just been a 1, Dan. So offset I formation. Not that this play really matters, but who knows? We've seen stranger things happen, and they will go with a run. But strange things will not happen at the moment. While you take a halftime break, I am going to hop up and grab a drink. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. 21-14 our score.
Don't give up the big play.
So the kick for the Raiders returned out to the 30-yard line. If you'll excuse me while I crack this drink. we settle in for half number 2, the final game of the afternoon of the week. We will get you scores after this. Gannon drops. Ooh, is that the first incompletion? That's not that interception? Gannon was clean in the first half. Yes, he's now just a paltry 9 for 11. Ugh. No, Gannon threw the ball really, really well. One very athletic defensive play was the incompletion. And Gannon has the 24-yard touchdown run as well. So he's been on it. It's a good stop for the Raiders. They get the the Chiefs, excuse me. Chiefs get the incompletion. They make the stop after a yard, maybe 2. Actually, they'll call it 0. 3rd down and 10. So 3rd and 10 from the 30. Gannon drops back. They're going to go with a delayed run, and it's going to work perfectly. He got about a half yard more than he needed. Wow. What a call by the Raiders offensive coordinator. Get those receivers to take the backs and the linebackers out. They ran it to the side where they had overloaded the other edge. That is really good. So 1st and 10. We'll go with a run. Kansas City leaves what looks like maybe a little more of a spy or just kind of a zone there in the middle to go, hey, you need to guard the run now. See if that opens things up for the Raiders in the passing game. They lead by 7. It's 2nd and 8. Gannon with a handoff. A minimal gain. Call it 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3rd down and 4 from the 45. Good opportunity here for Kansas City to try to get off the field. If the Raiders can convert this 3rd down, they can really start to milk this clock out. I know it's a little absurd as that's an incomplete pass. It's a little absurd to talk about that, but some of these long drives that result in points put so much pressure on the opposing team that they just it never feels like they get back into the game.
Don't whip.
So 4th and 4, a nice stop by Kansas City. They give up the 1 first down, but that is it. Oakland almost ran into their own punter. I don't know what was going on there, but the blocker back turned towards the punter and just got out of the way. I don't think we've seen that. Weird. Kansas City's run game is doing absolutely nothing. And this is the test for Kansas City. They are down 7. The punt goes into the end zone. Makes a man miss. Nice run. Rod Woodson showing up again. 5 tackles on the day for him. Can Kansas City go more than 20 yards? They have to go 80 for a touchdown. And they have not done that all day. Leftwich drops back, stands and misses everybody. I think he had Franks, but it looked like the intended receiver was the other guy that had the yellow circle under him. And he missed everybody. He missed just a bad throw. Leftwich drops back and throws. It's behind the receiver, but a nice job there to make the adjustment and come up with the catch. Big 3rd down conversion there. So the ball is at the 38-yard line. It's first down and 10. They will go with a handoff. Okay, they can go 20 yards. They're able to do that. They got to the 40. They started at the 20. So second down and 8. And Kansas City can have this be a dink and dunk grinding drive as long as they come away with a touchdown. Leftwich will drop back, rolls and fires. That's a nice catch. He'll turn upfield, so that is going to give them that should be a first down. It is. Shouldn't have been that close. He had about 4 extra yards on him, but this game's a little funky. A game from 2003, a sports game from 2003 being kind of weird in odd ways. Whoa. Who would have guessed? It's a nice job by the Raiders to read what Kansas City wanted to do. And, I mean, he got met before he even got to the line of scrimmage and just driven back. Second down and 13 from the shotgun. Ooh, needed to lead that receiver just a little bit more. Defense had a chance to get to that ball because of the location. Like it was maybe a touch behind the receiver. It's not the worst throw, but it's just there's too much traffic to be making that throw. Okay, third down and 13. We have 22 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It is 21-14, Oakland on top. It's a big play. Can Kansas City do something to keep this drive alive? No. It's a loss of 5. They might get lucky. He might not have been in bounds. Nope, it was a loss. It was a loss of 5 yards. That was the play they drew up on third down and 13 yards, was throw it behind the line of scrimmage out of bounds. Brilliant. They barely end up with 20 net yards on that.
That's a fair catch by James.
So what does Oakland want to do here? 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's first and 10 inside their own 15. They'll go with a little bit of motion. Steps back. Oh, Gannon's going to go with a quarterback draw. Does not work. He ran right into his own offensive lineman. That seemed to throw everything off. Then he gets tackled for a loss of 5. But it does bring us to the end of the third quarter. A fast-moving third quarter because both teams were pretty efficient as far as throwing the ball. It was just that they kind of ran out of momentum toward the middle of the field. We do reach the end of the third quarter, 21-14, Raiders on top. I might be losing it. I don't know if I already said that or not, but here we are, everybody. The Raiders outgaining the Chiefs by 100 yards. It's not really surprising when you take into account what Kansas City has done, which is not a whole lot. There's a nice run. They'll get back, I think, to the original line of scrimmage, maybe plus 1 yard. And they'll call it an even third down and 10. Cannon drops back, throws. It's a short completion, absolutely blown up by John McGraw. John McGraw. Feels like it's appropriate. No, he's playing. Darn it! It would have been funnier if he was playing for the Raiders, Pirates, and his name's McGraw. It's kind of like a cowboy name, cowboy versus pirate, or cowboy as a pirate. Anyway, all right. Kansas City's going to get real nice field position right at midfield. 4:08 to go here. Leftwich fires, and I'm not 100% sure what happened there. It might be a catch. With where the defense is going, I think we have a reception on the sideline. We do. Caught. I think they'll mark it inbounds. It's not a huge concern at the moment, time-wise, but as we continue to work into the crunch time of this game, first and 10 from the 28. And right up the middle. And a couple guys missed, but the third guy finally gets him. Third or fourth guy. Either way, it's a nice gain. I actually thought it was going to be a 2nd and 2 or 3, not 2nd and 4, but whatever. I'm not the digital official. It's a 2nd and very short 4. Leftwich over the middle has a receiver. I saw the first guy that was a little closer to the line of scrimmage. I went, that's a horrible throw. And then I saw the second guy and I went, hey, not bad. That's a big throw from Leftwich. Can he keep it up? It's another kind of short field, which should be a credit to the Kansas City defense, trying to help them win this field position battle. Ooh, that hole closed up, but he's still on his feet. He ran into his own blocker. Oh, there was a gap there that he could have worked with. It closed, but he was able to get away from the tacklers. What a find in the end zone. Mark Seidman. I'm not sure. Sorry, man. 1 reception, 4 yards. And a touchdown. Wow. Leftwich got that ball. It was a quick snap, quick throw. We are an extra point away from a tie game. Kick is up. Kick is good. We're all knotted up at 21. How big was that 2-point conversion earlier? There's 2.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Raiders to work with, and they've done a nice job. For the most part, they've been a bit of a different team in the second half. All 21 of their points scored in the first half. But they've been good about working some methodical drives down the field. They will get a run back starting at the goal line. Oh, he's dancing backwards. He had the 25, but they'll get marked down at the 20. Wonder if he'll get marked even further back. No, looks like it's at the... Oh, well. I'll mark him at the 18, so... 10 for 13, 103 yards. A touchdown and a pick for Gannon. He'll find a completion over the middle. It's right around the first down marker, a little short. The Raiders don't really need to be in much of a hurry. They'll go with a fullback run. It will go nowhere. And it'll be a huge 3rd down and 2. Empty set. Gannon from the shotgun throws near sideline. It is a 2-minute warning. It's a first down. Okay. 1st and 10 to the 29-yard line. The camera not tracking, just, tilted down a little bit. Really a nightmare. Oof. That's a big loss for the Raiders. Nice defense there for Kansas City. I don't know who wants to blink first and use timeouts. If I'm Kansas City, I use them. A 4-yard loss on 1st and 10. And especially now after a very minimal gain on a 2nd and long. This clock is going to continue to churn. The Raiders facing the big 3rd down and 12. Gannon throws up the seam, has a man, he is gone. Oh, he's not gone. That was a bit dramatic. I apologize. Every time I say it, they get caught. Slips out of a tackle. Wow. Gets behind the defense. A huge play. Kansas City did such a nice job. They got a 4-yard loss. It was a limited gain. It was 3rd down and like 12. And then it's a receiver that gets behind the defense. A huge gain. And now things really get flipped for Kansas City. Clock is still moving. Raiders are working with some pace. Into the end zone. Knocked away. Incomplete. This is where this game gets weird. Second and goal. Gannon drops back, throws over the middle. Caught. Incomplete. Excuse me. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Number 28.
I didn't see the blue on the ground. So 3rd down and goal. Raiders obviously well within field goal range. They just can't turn the ball over. Gannon drops, fires. Oh my goodness. We've seen a couple times now. We saw it in the Browns-Steelers game of like a should have been interception. Looked like he went into like a controlled slide. Wasn't wearing the correct leather. That would have been a huge turnover. Would have kept the game tied. Instead, the kick is up. The kick is good. David Akers from 25. And it will be a 3-point lead for the Raiders. So Kansas City's going to have to do it again. They have not driven down the field. They've gotten 50 yards. They will take it from the bottom of the sea. 23. Oh, I don't think he was really going to get away from number 28. But he's got to, I think he's got to try and get it to the sideline. Just the Raiders player was able to just work very easily around. First and 10 from the 26. Leftwich is going to fire short. It's going to be caught. Should be a quick timeout here. It's a gain of 9. They will take a timeout. They have 2 to work with. If you'd like to see them push the ball up the field a little bit more, you need 35 yards probably from the 35. And we are going to get a false start penalty. That is a bad break. Horrible break for the Kansas City Chiefs. Leftwich drops and fires over the middle. That is caught. He is just carrying defenders. Oh my goodness. Week 12 is going to be the week that breaks this game. There's a timeout. It's going to start to get interesting here as they only have 1 timeout to work with. Sometimes the game can be either like super frugal or very like liberal in its use of timeouts. Like we're calling timeouts all the time or just never at all. "27 seconds. target probably the 30. It's a 47-yarder. Left twitch down over the middle, and it's at the 32. Timeout, Kansas City. Now the game does, like I've mentioned throughout the season, it tends to err on the side of caution, so if it gets to around 15 seconds, that's about when it will take it, but we'll see what this game wants to do. Now we do know that there is the timeout. 19 seconds remain. Left twitch needs to go toward the sidelines. He's been working over the middle. They don't have timeouts to work with. Left twitch, he's going toward the sideline, caught in bounds. We'll try and skip to help him out. This game sometimes, the last play was a really good example of like, here's like 5 extra angles for no reason. Chris Brown to send us to overtime. The kick is up. The kick is good. I was like, if it's a current Madden game, the game like takes away the replays and the extra stuff and just gets into the next play. Maybe it runs a little bit of the clock. Wow. Okay, Kansas City able to drive down the field into field goal range, and with 2 seconds remaining, we have a tied game at 24-24. Probably didn't really need to say it like that, but here we are. Inside the 5, here is the run back. For the return. Uh-oh. Okay, Kansas City got a defender up and threw him down before he hit the 50. It would have been a heartbreaking way to lose a game, but we're going to overtime. Oakland already has 1 tie on the season. Are they going for 2? They would have 2. Kansas City would have 1. Tennessee would have 1.
We've reached the end of regulation time with a tie score.
So here we go. I don't remember the last time we had an overtime game. We don't get a ton of them.
The visiting captain will make the call. Captain, what's your choice? He calls tails.
Tails is the call.
It is heads.
It is heads, so Kansas City.
The home team won the
Kansas
toss
City is
and
going
elects
to get the
receive.
return. Or they'll get the advantage. It is sudden death, so
No big run back.
just as a reminder, that's how it worked. Bottom of the eye. Ooh, he spins and gets taken down. Thought he was going to try, excuse me, thought he was going to try to slide to the left there. But did not go the way I thought it was going to. It's just, it's a compliment to what the Raiders are able to do. They're able to clutter up those lanes and make it not super easy for him to see where the best option would be. We get the advantage because we're watching from behind. Going, why didn't you just go left? So we'll see if Byron Leftwich can do it again. Can they lead this team down the field into field goal range? You'd probably go that same area. 30. I think they were at the 32. It was right about a 50-yard field goal. Not a great start. 2-yard loss. Leftwich. It's a nice gain to set up 3rd down and very manageable. They will likely call it 3rd down and 3. And they do. Play action pass, and that doomed that play. Raiders do an excellent job. Nice call by the defensive coordinator to bring extra pressure. Kansas City tried to get a little too tricky. And that meant that number 50 and 55, their play in the meet of the quarterback was helped by the fact that Leftwich wasn't looking up to throw the ball. So it'll be a punt for Kansas City on the opening drive of the overtime period. And it'll be from the 28. From the shotgun cannon, throws, and that is incomplete. That was a dangerous pass considering that there was a Chiefs player right in front of the receiver. Gannon has been a lot less impactful. Oakland with only 3 points in that second half. A float over the middle, nice catch. And a good job to hold on to it as the defense gets to him. That Curtis Martin coming up with the reception. Morton? I don't know why I said that last name weird, my bad. At the 43-yard line with 3 minutes remaining here in the overtime period, the second quarter. The overtime period. Ooh, it's a Martin run. He stays outside, and look at that. It's a big gain inside of Kansas City territory down to the 45-yard line or so. And he stretched it toward the sideline. He thought about turning it upfield, but he thought better of it. Gannon over the middle. He's giving his receivers some time to get under those throws, but at the same time, he's also kind of leaving them out to dry. Oakland getting closer to field goal range. They are dinking and dunking their way down the field. Kansas City's letting them do it. Be interested to see how close the Raiders get before they go for that game-winning field goal. Is there a 2-minute warning in the overtime period? There is. Okay. Well, we found that out. I'm a little surprised they are not taking the field goal right now. They are right there. I mean, it's a 35-yard field goal. Gannon dropping. Throws near side. Ooh, and the receiver is open. That's been a dangerous throw all day, or all weekend. And on 2nd and 5, the kick is up, and the kick is good. A valiant effort from the Kansas City Chiefs, but they fall at home against the Raiders. 27-24, your final. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you'd like more. We'll have week 13 starting on Thursday, so tune in for that. And stay tuned. We'll be going over some scores in just a moment.
Raiders 27, Chiefs 24.
Rod Woodson, I should point out, the Wilson game ball, 1 interception, 9 tackles on the day. Here are your scores for Week 12. The Panthers beat the Cowboys 16-10. Vikings take care of the Lions 20-9. That puts them in a first-place tie with the Packers. Bills over the Colts 9-8. Weird score there. We watched the Jaguars defeat the Texans 24-10. Texans over the Patriots 17-10. Eagles beat the Saints 24-16. Steelers beat the Browns 10-7. Seahawks over the Ravens 23-13. 49ers beat the Packers 16-10. Bears over the Broncos 13-7. Rams, they beat the Cardinals 17-14. Chargers win by 10, 17-7 over the Bengals. We just watched the Raiders win over the Chiefs in overtime 27-24. Titans beat the Falcons 19-10. A tight one in Miami. Washington wins 10-9. New York, well, they fall in Tampa Bay. It's 24-13 home team. And those are your scores, I should say, for week number 12. Since we're getting so deep into the playoffs and stuff, let's take a look at some records and some standings here. In the NFC, the Seahawks lead at 10-1. Rams trail at 8-3, tied with the Eagles. That was a team I could not think of when I was commentating the Packers game. 7-4, tied with the Vikings. Washington up there at 7-4 as well. 49ers are 6-5. The Saints 5-6. The Falcons 5-6. The Buccaneers 5-6, and the Panthers at 5-6. The NFC South is robbing Washington, a team that has 2 more wins, of a playoff spot. Because you would go West, West, East, so 2. Packers North, Saints South, 5, 6. Ugh, God, it's awful. Cowboys are also 5-6. The Bears 4-7. Cardinals 3-8. Lions 2-9. Giants 2-9. Over in the AFC, the Jaguars are on top at 9-2. The Dolphins, they lead the AFC East and the 2 seed with a 7-4 record. Raiders, they'd be a 3 seed at 6-4-1. That's the difference between them and the Jets, Steelers, Broncos, Texans, all 6-5. The Chargers 5-6, as are the Colts, Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs. The Titans 4-6-1. The Browns 4-7. Patriots 4-7. Bills 3-8. If the playoffs started today, it would be Jags 1. So you'd have South, East, West, East, North, and then West. So the Steelers win puts them in a spot where they're just kind of flipping whether or not they get a home game versus an away game, but it is the top 6 teams. The Texans would be the first team out depending on the tiebreakers. So there you go. There's some standings updates for you. As we work our way toward the end of the season, we'll see you Thursday for week 13 to begin at 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. If you'd like more content, be sure to subscribe, like the video if you're enjoying it. We'll see you then. Have a great rest of your night, and thanks for watching.